There we are. Right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Hopefully that's happened. Excellent. Good. Right. Oh, good. Good. That has now sorted itself. Let's pop that up onto there. Oh, it's always a very good move when we can do that. Let's just see if we can just sort out the next bit. Excellent. Let's turn the sound off there. Good afternoon, Angela. Hello, Connie. Can you just confirm that you can see and hear me without problems? I know that you can see me. The hearing might be slightly more of a problem. Good afternoon, Jackie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I know what I need. Let's put it over there out of harm's way. And breathe. It's always a good move, isn't it? Always a good move. No idea who's going to come in and join us today. Oh dear, what have we got? Oh, oh, that's it. Those are the bits we need. That's the bits we need. That's the bits we need. Those are the bits we need. That's a bit spare. That's a bit spare. That's a bit spare. Let's just pop those out. Thank you, darling. Much appreciated. Good afternoon, Gloria. I trust you are well today. Cool. It's a long time since I've seen you online. I hope that everything else is all right. Cool. So we're going to make a house. We're going to make a little different house today. So these strips of card are 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres. So 30 by 30 times 2. And then they've been scored at 10 centimetres from each end. So 10 and 20 centimetres along the long edge. There we are. Okay, so we have 2 strips of card, 30 centimetres, scored at 10 centimetres and 10 centimetres, and we're just going to do a little bit of gluing. Thank you, Tracy, much appreciated. Hello, Josephine, welcome, my darling. We are fine. Oh, there we are. Let's just get rid of that, and let's hope that this is going to. So we're just going to pop some glue into here. I'm using Pentart's Express glue, but to be fair, you could use any glue that you want. Let's just fold those corners in, because that way we know we're going to have those perfectly lined up. No guessing there. And then we can give that a little bit of a squash and a burnish down. Thank you, Angela, for tagging everyone for me. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Good afternoon, Crafty Jacks. Thank you for joining us, my darling. Thank you, Angela. Lovely, lovely. 30 centimetres by 10 centimetres. Sorry, Gloria, that was a bit dumb of me, wasn't it? So 30 centimetres this way, 10 centimetres that way, scored at 10 centimetres from each end. And that way, when you put the two together, you will get something that will stand as a box like that, and the bottom has been nicely reinforced by the 2 layers. The sides are going to get reinforced anyway. I'm very well, very well. So let's just pop those over there. Now then, I want a house, which means I need a roof. So let me just score this bit, and then I'm going to talk you through how I've done it. Because there we are, and we won't need those side edges. So this is a piece of card that is 6 inches by 5 inches. So 6 inches this way, 5 inches this way. I have then popped it in my score and scored at 1 inch here and 1 inch this way. Okay, let me pop this up there. So it's 6 inches by 5 inches, scored at 1 inch this way, and then scored from that score line down by 1 inch and by 1 inch. Okay, then I've just put a little dot here and here where those score lines intersect, and a score line here which is a little dot here which is at 3 inches, so half of that size, and then score dotted 1/2 inch either side of that and down here 5%. So I'm going to draw those lines in because I think it might be easier to see if we do that. Okay. So I don't particularly want to mark these. There we are. So there we are. So I've got a line there and a line there. So that is from there and there, because that will give me the roof. And these are 1/2 inch either side of there. Yep. 1/2 inch either side of there. And then we can do some chopping and then some scoring. Hello Michelle. Hi. Welcome my darlings. You're not watching the replay, you're watching the live itself, and for whatever reasons my phone hasn't got on auto translating, but that's not so very helpful. So we can cut up to there. That's that 1 inch flap. We'll do a little bit of trimming there in a minute, but that's okay. Let's just reinforce that, and then let's just chop off this piece. There we are. And then let's just chop that piece off, and then we need to do a bit of scoring, but that's okay, we can do that. Hello Iona, welcome. This is definitely a papercraft live today. I'm just going to take out this little wedge out of there because it's just going to make my life easy, and a little wedge out of there. The exact size of that bit doesn't matter because it's going to be hidden, because why not? Right, let's just take my scoreboard and a score tool. So I'm just going to line the top up with there, and I can hopefully, because I've lost my scoring blade, which is always very unhelpful. There we are, I'll just put that over. There we are. So essentially we're making a triangle with some flaps. There we are. Because there we are, because there is a right and wrong side to these. I might need to take just a little here, that's just overlapping a little bit, so I'm just going to take out a bit bigger wedge at that point, and we'll take a little bit extra of a wedge at that point, pop that up onto there. Yep, and we can see that we're going to also need to take a little slither off there and a little slither off there, because then when these fold over it's reasonable. Not that we're going to be too big a problem with that bit. There we are. So we have a roof side. Now then, oh, she says dropping things on the floor. Because why wouldn't you drop things on the floor? There we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. Well, I know I had 2 of those because I had another one of those cut. Oh, there it is. You see, there we are. So we've now got 2 shapes. So you just do that twice to give you 2 side panels. Okay. So that's going to sit up. You can sit them up triangularly, or we can have those at the side or those at the front like the eaves, and put some panels down at the side. And we're going to make life easy. So I have measured this side, and it is, just to be difficult, 11.2 centimetres or 11.5 centimetres, and I have taken a strip of card which is 4 inches by 25 centimetres and scored it at half. So it's 4 inches wide, 25 centimetres long, scored at 12.5 centimetres, because that's going to give me a little bit of an overhang. Hey, I like it when a plan comes together. So that piece is going to go onto that, and that's where I wanted my tape. And find the end. Hi Stephanie, welcome, thank you. Good afternoon, Kay. Good afternoon. There we are. Hello Sylvia, welcome. So let's just pop that piece onto there and cut. We'll do these on the 4 pieces that we have. There we are. So we're going to make our roof this way. Yay. Like it when a plan comes together. Let's just do this on all of the pieces so that we know what we're up to. And of course we're going to lose the ends of that, aren't we? Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? There we are. Let's just pop that onto there. So that can go there. That can go there. Oh! She says I'll burnish these down in a minute. There we are. You could just do, make a box card without the faffing and without these bits, but I wanted a house. And the reason I needed the house shape is because I have the piece I want to put in the centre of my box is taller than 10 centimetres. So by adding the roof, it's just going to allow me to do that without accommodate that extra piece. There we are. So let's just lift that off there. Let's pop a little bit of glue onto that because it's going to just give me a little bit of wriggle room. We'll fold that in, and that's going to line up the apex with the apex of the house. Yeah. Give that a little burnish. Pop that into there. Make it so it is right at the edge, so it's lined up nicely. There we are. And then let's repeat the same. There we are. Okay. So that's the plan, and we're going to then have to cut lots of other bits and pieces, but that's also okay. So let's just pop that up to there. That's going to go right up to the top of there. That's going to go up to there. Hey, let's just wipe that excess glue off there. That's going to be the inside, so it won't matter. Excellent. And I'm just going to... No, we're going to leave those ends on. We are going to leave them on, but we're just going to trim that because I can see it's going to be in the way. There we are. There we are. Let's just make sure that that one's not going to catch. And that one is going to catch, so we're just going to take just that little piece out there. It's not going to show because it's going to be on the inside of our finished piece, and you can always line the inside should you choose to. So there we are. Let's just take that off there. That's off there. So by the end of this, we'll have some side panels to put in, but that's okay. We can do that. I think you'll work out what for you works more easily. Okay. Oh, really, woman? Was that intelligent? Or was it egg? Oh, fooey lumps. Because I've put them on the same side. Let's just see if we can take that off there. Off there. Ah, right. Let's just pop that down there. Right. Excellent. Good. Well, spot the obvious mistake, woman. There we are. But there we are. There we are. There we are. Goody, goody. Goody, goody. That's resolved that. Let's just put an extra bit of tape onto there to reinforce the bit that we've just decided to pull off, because how many times have I done these? More times than I'd care to think about, but hey ho, that's just life. There we are. I should have known better, because I should have done it opposite sides. There we are. Good. Let's just pop some glue into here. There we are. And then let's just pick up our roof, pop that into there, pop that there. There we are. Let's just get that one in. Come on, line up nicely. Line up, line up, line up. There we are. And then we can do that one onto there. And we'll line that one up neatly. There we are. And then I can pop that into there, give that a little squidge. Give that a little squidge. So we've got a little roof there, and clearly we've got some bits here that need to be sorted out. So if you cut yourself then some 1-inch strips, that 1 inch wide, there we are, by 4 inches, so the side of your box. And then we can pop these into here. There we are. Tuck that onto that one, tuck that one onto that one, and then we can line them up, line them up. So that's going there, that's going to go there. So we'll just let those sit and dry, because that's always good, isn't it? There we are. There we are, there we are. Oh, patience is a virtue. There we are. And we'll hold those in place just to let that glue grab nicely, and then we can repeat the process on the other side. There we are. So 1 inch wide, 4 inches long. So let's just pop a little bit of glue on each end of those. There we are. Pop that there, pop that there. Line them up. Line it up, line it up, line it up. Do I need that to be a bit shorter? Possibly. There we are. We're just going to trim you just a little bit. That can go there, that can go there. There. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's just let that grab. Hi Julie, welcome my darling. There we are. Let's just even that, even that, even that, even that. Have we got that about even? Yeah, I think probably. There we are. So we then, with a bit of luck, have a roof. Hey, there we are. Excellent. So we have a roof with a little bit of overhang at the side, which is just cool because that's what I wanted, and a box. So there we are. Right, so let's just pop that safely to dry. There we are. So that can go on the floor down there. I don't know why that isn't sitting evenly, but ho ho, that's going to irritate. But we'll worry about it, because that one is. So maybe I didn't cut it evenly. Okay, so back to our base, and we're on mission use up the stash today. I know, but I don't want to have masses of this left lying around. So I had a set of the Gear Up to Christmas 8-inch pads. I didn't buy any of the 12 by 12, so this is what I've got. I've fussy cut out the elements that will fussy cut, so there's a whole mountain of gubbins here that I've fussy cut out, and I need some papers for inside and outside, and I am sort of aware that I am going to be using up, so that might work for the roof, as that might work for the roof. There we are. Okay. So, for the outside, and I know sacrilege, but I am actually going to deliberately choose to not use some of these pieces. Okay, and I'm using the reverse side. If you're buying packs of ephemera and rub-ons, all the fussy cut elements that Stamperia now have, then you really don't need to have the patterns pad. The backgrounds will work fine. So that is cut. So these are going to go on to outside of here, all right, and this is 10 centimeters square, so I've cut that at 9.8. we're cutting it at 9.8, so that'll just give me a little bit of a brown trim. I think that will need a little bit of a trim there. We've got a little scrap. We might use it, we might not. So 9.8. We've got a long thin strip. 9.8. There we are, 9.8. And I'm deliberately turning that round. 9.8 and some scraps. But as I say, remember, this is... Hi Kelly Cat, welcome. It is an exploding box, but it's an exploding box with a house top. Right, eeny, meeny. So those can go like that around an edge, and that around an edge. Yeah, that will work. That will work. Okie dokie. So let's just do something a bit different, because I haven't used these even though I bought them, which was all very well and good. All very well and good. Yep, we are making an exploding box. These are perfect as a gift, and also as a... So I can't use these tall ones, I don't think, because I don't... Ooh. Wow. It'll get hidden under the roof. That may be not what we want. But there's plenty of other ones that will work. Now then. and we're going to risk it because these are unprimed ink and we're using Distress Oxides. So let us just add a selection of houses onto here. So this is just Distress ink in Vintage Photo. It's one of my go-tos. We're just going to add a little bit of extra. So ink your stamp, push it down. These are in extra details, just adding a little bit of interest for me. I'm not mithered about everything else being seen through. There we are. There we are. We'll just add. There we are. So these are stamping quite nicely on the papers. It's because they are uncoated cardstock. You can't do this on coated cardstock because it doesn't work quite so well, because you end up with a coated surface that then resists your ink. Good afternoon, Isabel. Welcome. So let's just, I'm going to keep it to one ink colour. There we are. Line those up nicely. Not that houses really go down round bends, do they? But hey ho. There we are. We'll swap to another house. There we are. This is the joy of this set. We've got lots of houses. Make beautiful Christmas cards if that's what you wanted to do. Yeah, these would work on a 4x4 panel, wouldn't it? You're on a 4-inch card quite happily. There we are. So all we're doing is just adding some extra detail on to these, and clearly it's going to be easier to do this now rather than once they're on the outside of the box. Okay. And included in that set is, let's just go for the tree. And I know trees aren't brown, but that's what we're going to do. But we're going to swap to a different ink pad. There we are. So this is just an archival ink from Stamperia. Let's just lid that whilst the going is good. There we are. Let's just add a little bit onto there, a little bit onto there, and a little bit at that end. Hey, hey, we like it. So we've got a little scene. Where's the lid for that? We'll pop that there. We'll pop that there. And we have a grey ink. So let's just tuck that back onto there, and let's just give this block a little bit of a wipe, because if we don't give it a wipe, I know full well what's going to happen. I will promptly cover everything. Don't want. There we are. So lots of little snowflakes on here. So let's just use those. Do I have a thing about snowflakes? Yeah. And this is just a grey ink pad. It's Morning Mist. But yeah, you can add whichever one you want. So let's just add in some of these around these. Don't need these so much to be lined up now, but that's okay. There we are. Let's just make sure we have that well inked. And as you can see, I'm not worried about going on or off the page. There we are. Swap that around a bit. Let's just make sure that is reasonably well inked. There we are. And behave, because why shouldn't we behave? There we are. So we're just adding some details onto these because we've got time, because I think it will look quite nice, and yeah, it's just a bit different then, isn't it? There we are. Excellent. So let's just pop those out of harm's way. We may come back to them, we may not, but we're not going to add more onto there. So we've just added a little bit of an extra scene onto those. I'm going to pop that there, pop that there, tuck those on the floor. Okie dokie. I don't know who's just binged me, but hey ho. Right, let's just clear the mucky mitts up because we've got goop on them. There we are. Right, so let us just add just a little bit of that brown ink around the edges. So that we're just adding a little bit of detail. Yeah? So we've got a little village with some trees coming around. There we are. Goody goody. I don't know why that's binging at me, but hey ho, because I've got it set to silent. So we have those, and we can add, that's the bit that needs to be done flat. Okay. So let's just take these pieces, and then when doing this, you definitely need to make sure you get these up the right way, because otherwise it doesn't look right with the houses upside down. So as I say, if you bought the packs of ephemera, or you know, a fussy cutting pad, or the pre-cut pads that Stamperia now have, then actually you don't need to. I'm going to be pretty much using the backgrounds only for this, and this is a box that will use up the best part of a of an A4 of the 8x8 pad of paper. So does it make for an expensive card? Yes, but if you're using it to have your card and maybe one of those very uninspiring, you know, gift cards we all give people, or you've printed off a ticket, a virtual ticket for something, then this is just a really special way, because the box can become a present anyway, but you've then got a really nice fancy way of gifting what can look like something that's not very much, but which we all know actually has probably cost us a small paper. Yes, Gloria, it is Gear Up to Christmas by Farrell for Stamperia. There we are. And this is definitely about not being afraid to sacrifice the pretty patterns, but using the outside of the pads. There we are. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So we've now got, that's the outside of that one. Oops, she says, let's just wipe that excess glue off there. And you could ruffle the edges, but I've decided we're not ruffling edges today because life's too short. I think I might use that for the roof. And I can use that for the roof, so I'm going to pop that aside for the roof, and I'm going to use that for inside. We might end up with one piece left over, but hey ho, we will manage. Okay, so we're going to cut these again to 9.8 centimetres squared. So a strip 9.8 centimetres. This is a background we're going to be layering on top of. So 9.8, 9.8, 9.8. There we are. So they're 9.8, she says, and she's just cut that one inconsiderately too short. But hey, so let's just do a little bit of correction, because it's clearly going to be one of those days today, because we've got it at 8.8, not 9.8, but that's fine. That's what happens when you're not paying attention, and we can tackle that one. You just need to stick it back together, and I'll use that for a side that I'm going to cover the bottom of anyway, and then it won't matter. Okay, right, 9.8, not 8.8. Okay. But we'll tackle that in a minute, and we are going to need one for the inside. I'm not going to end up using that, I don't think, but I might. Let me just chop off that border, because the border might well be usable. Okay, 9.8, get it the right size. Excellent. There we are. That was more by good luck than management. 9.8. There we are. Good. The reason for that one will become clear. Okay. So let's just get that like that. So let us come back to our ink. And we'll just edge this one. Well, so that won't be visible, so it won't matter. So that one can go into there. I'm not going to scuffle it. Yeah. That can go into that. That will work, I think. Thank you. DIY to see a gap at the top of the kitchen where it appears the mortar. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all, Angela. No, definitely not good at all. Well, I opened a cupboard door this morning, as you do, and promptly pulled the door off it off at the top. So I've had to have my lovely son clamber up and put it all back together again, because the mounting clearly hadn't been fitted back on very securely when we had the kitchen decorated, when I had it resprayed. So they took everything off. So these are just going to provide a little bit of interest. We'll tackle that. It really won't be that obvious, I think, by the time we've finished. There we are. Okay. We have a plan. There we are. It can go on to there. Thank you, Gloria. We'll tackle that in a minute. We will. I don't know what I'm going to do with that strip that I cut off. It will work just beautifully. There we are. Let's just make sure. Now be very careful when you're putting this last one in. You make sure that it's going to, because it's going to be upside down when it's like this, but it won't be upside down anywhere else. So let's just pop that over there. And then let's just take our, because this might be the challenge, ladies. Well, no, we'll redefine that. This will be the challenge because we've got some triangles to cut. Anyway, in the meantime, let us take this piece, okay, and let's remeasure that. I think that, yeah, that is 12.5 centimetres. So we're going to do this in 2 pieces. So let's cut that. I don't want 12.5, I want it 2, so I'm going to go to 12.3 because I want a little border all the way around. Okay, and that side is 4 inches, so if I cut that at 10 centimetres and 10 centimetres, there we are, and that will, and we'll ink those edges because why not. That's no issues, Connie. Have a good holiday. Enjoy your Christmas. And my intention is to be back live tomorrow on Christmas Eve at 11 o'clock. So let's just pop that one onto there. There we are. We'll pop that into there, which just gives us a little border all the way around. There we are. Let's just add this one onto here. There we are. Oh, listen to that wind. Listen to that wind. Right. There we are. So that's that bit, that's that bit. Right. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's just pick this piece and this piece. So, the side panels for my rooftop, I cut at 1 inch. So I'm just going to do these at, just to be really considerate to everyone, 2.4 centimetres. Because why make life easy? 2.4 centimetres. There we are. 4 inches. So let's go 10 centimetres. 10 centimetres. You can see how this ends up using quite a lot of paper, particularly if you then decided to line the inside of the rooftop, which you might not do on the live, but if we've got paper left off over at the end, then we might, well, right. Oh dear, that wind is definitely getting up. Now I'm rather hoping that the family, aka my lovely husband, my long-suffering husband, we'll sort out tea. So I don't have to cook Sunday dinner today. I think that's perfectly reasonable, given it's my birthday, don't you? Not to have to cook tea for everyone. Yeah, I think so. Right, excellent, 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 excellent. So, let's just now pop that piece onto there. Tackle this piece. That's not so bad for you. I mean, it's silly o'clock in the morning for West Coast America, the West Coast of Canada, isn't it? But here we are. There we are. I think I might just do that. There we are. Into there. If I pop that up into there, you might be able to see what we're doing, which is always slightly helpful. Okie dokie. There we are. Okay, so let's just tackle the thorny issue of those triangles up from the front, because why not? Why not? Why not? We're going to do it the easy way. We are. So we are. So let's just pick another piece that is starry. That one will do. That will do. There we are. So 10 centimetres. By 10 centimetres. Okay. Hey, right. Now then. So that was 10 centimetres. So let's mark, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to mark this at 5 centimetres. Okay, and we'll mark that one at 5 centimetres. Hopefully that's the right. There we are. Hello, Blanche, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So let's just chop off that corner. And that's a corner. Yeah. We're going to go that way. We're going to cut that way because we're going to have the angles of the clouds going correctly. Because if otherwise, we won't. And then that will irritate. So just be aware when you're doing things like that about orientation, because it's a pain when you get it round the wrong way and have to start again, particularly if you're running with relatively small quantities of paper because you're using things up. Let's just get rid of that. There we are. So let's just now chop that edge off. Chop that edge off. Pop those over there on that pile of gubbins. Pop those over. And with a bit of luck, they're then the correct size. It's never quite guaranteed. It's never quite guaranteed. There we are. Excellent. Oh, good. It's just as well my construction's not too terrible. There we are. So let's just ink that. Ink that. There we are. Let's just pop that onto there. There we are. Can always add some snow paste later on if you so choose. We've just got a stoved inside at that edge. I don't know quite what's gone on then, but we'll go with it because there's not much else I can do. There we are. There we are. Cool. There we are. So let's just pop that to dry on the floor. As I say, I can line the inside later on off the live if I want it. Hello. Hello, hello. Right. Eeny meeny, do we have a plan? Of course we've got a plan. Of course we have a plan. Let's just clear some of this oodles of stuff off there. We have, because we've got all sorts of gubbins on here. Because why wouldn't I have 3 tons of gubbins on here? So let's just have a little bit of a play. I'm going to pop a little card onto there, and I'll explain these in a minute. That can go onto there, that can go onto there, that can go onto there, that can go there, and that can go there. So that works. Yeah, that works. That works. Right, eeny meeny. So let's just start with these. Pop that over there, pop that over there, pop that over there. So this is a strip of card that is, she says, 9.5 centimetres by 18.4 scored into 3. I know the maths is difficult, bear with, because we have these pieces that come from the paper collection. So let's go Magical Time and Merry Christmas to start with, okay? And then we've got lots of fussy cuts because that masses and masses and masses. So, but the first thing I need to do is have a method of being able to close that. So just bear with while I retrieve what I did in amongst the messing about with some thread. So, approximately in the middle of here. Let's just pop that out of the way for the moment. Let's just shovel it over there. So this is my triptych that I'm going to have opening this way, so plenty of space to write a message, yeah, and I want it closing like that. So let me just turn that over. There we are. We need a bit of tape round there and a bit of tape round there, because I'm going to want to ultimately have this tied together, not flopping around. So let's just cut a piece of string. We can always trim, you can't add. Okay, so let's just give that a good burnish down. So that is the top, because I know I'm talking to myself, because why wouldn't, why? There we are. So let's just take that approximately in half. Pop that onto there, pop that onto there, tuck that round there, and that will work. Okay. So that piece is then going to sit on there. Yeah, good. So let's decorate this piece. I rather like the idea of Magical Time. Now, can I see what I've got and where I've put my ink brushes? No, there we are. the paper is called Gear Up to Christmas, Gloria. Jill's had nothing nice for her birthday because her husband never goes out and doesn't do any shopping online. Has she got some useful children? Yeah. Son, I think, has completely forgotten it's my birthday. He hasn't even managed to say happy birthday to me this morning. Am I used to it? Sort of, as to be said. There we are, that one can go on to there. My daughter has given me some lush balls, and those I do like. To be fair to her, she has. There we are. And then let's just take another one. So we've got, I said I was going to pop Merry Christmas on that side. So we've got Magical Times and let's go Dear Santa into there then. We're not going to decorate all of those pieces, but now you can see why I chose to work the way I did. And I could just as easily pop that way. In fact, I think I'm going to, rather than using that. I have a plan. We have a plan because I know what I've got left. There we are. But I don't necessarily want another set of words. And that is the joy of double-sided papers. Okay. So we have. So we've got Magical Time on there. So let's just take it. And as I say, we're on mission use up. Use up the pieces. So why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Oh! There we are. Let's get rid of that. Oh, she says. What have I done there? Have we got another piece in there? There we are. Oh, yes. Well, we've managed to damage that one, but hey-ho, we'll not worry about that because we can tackle that half a tree. So let's just take, because for now we can, that rub on. Pop that onto there. Pop that onto there. We could add some stamping onto that, but there we are. Let's just take that off. And tack that onto there. And then let's just use a bone folder. Pop that onto there. There we are. Excellent. We're going to end up with a pickle. I can see it happening. So plenty of space to write. You could line that with some clear papers. That's absolutely fine. So let's just add a little bow onto here. Yep. That's possibly a little excessive. So let's just give those a little bit of a haircut. But remember, if someone's going to be opening it up, they need to be able to do it. And I'm just going to turn this so that it's facing me for this bit of it. Let's just clear some of this out of the way. Okie dokie. So I'm going to pop that onto there. Yeah? But let's add some extra bits onto here. So these are fussy cut elements from the collection. I think there we are, and we might just add, yeah, okay. So we're just going to start then using up all of these fussy cut elements that come with the collection. I'm not specifically wanting it to be sky high decorated, but I'm mindful that that can go there, so that piece can go there. Let's just add a little bit more ink because I started inking one piece. I really don't have any choice but to carry on inking these other pieces. There we are. So that piece can go onto there. So it's just adding that little bit of extra detail. Let's just get rid of that. We might just put a hot, actually I know what we can use because it will work. So what have we got? Don't know how easily these are going to pop out, but these are just some chipboard pieces, so let's just pop little snowflake and that there. So that can go there. So it's just a wooden chip, but could be anything, to be honest. We're just adding some extra embellishments onto these, and a little flower, and let's just poke in some greenery because we can. As you know, I quite like faux greenery. So there we are, that can sit into there, that can sit down there. Let's just add that piece into there. Yeah, the little chipboard is sticking out. We're not going to add any ribbon. Let's just turn that round, add onto there. So we've got a little place to put a message, and we can add extra bits as we want to. Cool. There we are. Right, so let's now tackle the other one. There we are. So that can go there, that can go there. Oh, well, I wonder where that stripped from. Hey ho, that's not good, is it? There we are. Right, so we have, let's just pop that over there for safety, and then we can repeat the process. Well, she could repeat the process if she could see what she's done with the stuff. So this is the back, that's the front, that's going to go round there. Excellent. Your ex bought you a guinea pig, while I'm not too sure I'd have appreciated a guinea pig for my but you never know, you never know. So I've got my usual 25 tons of craft stuff, aka crap. Actually, it's not crap, is it? Because it's all usable craft stuff. So I'm covered. I've got all sorts of stuff all around me. No, I don't think so. I think it's probably because there's no other bits of water lurking any which way. So let's just pop that one onto there. I've done it again. I've done it again. Where is my... I can see that. Can I see that? Can I? Let's see, you know. You tidy up as you go and then you can't find anything. Yeah. There we are. So that can go on to there. Give that a little brush down. I'm not too sure that I want peaceful holiday, season's greetings, or I'm probably not going to use that. So let's turn that one over and just grab our rub-ons. Let's just add, as I say, I am on mission use up my stuff today. I've got too much Glynis, way too much stuff. Oh, perhaps I won't use that then, because we've managed to it's going to be one of them days as we've taken that off there. Well, let's just go for the car then and hope this time we don't make a mess of it taking it off. It's backing sheet. There we are. That's better. We haven't managed to take that off, so let's just add you onto there, give that a little burnish down. In fact, I have got to do a very, very big declutter because I've got way too much gubbins, and actually it's now beginning to stifle. And who watched Sharon Curtis's live about her untidy craft room? Yeah, right. Well, if mine was ever as tidy as hers is, it's a major miracle. It's just a way of having lots of stash. I know she demonstrates to lots of companies, but even that, to my brain, she's got way too much club stuff to need that amount of crafting. And I fully admit to having way more gubbins than I really need for my craft room. There we are. So let's just chop that. Okay, let's bring our box back down. There we are. So I need something down onto here to mirror the pieces I've got over here. And then we'll add a little bit more, because why not? Do we want a tree? Yeah, why not put the tree underneath there? So let's just give you an inkiness. So as I say, these all come from the Gear Upto collection. This is, and I've just used, because I didn't buy anything else, because I was well behaved this year. The only Christmas paper I bought was this set of 8 by 8. There we are, that can go onto there. I'm not too sure I want to add another piece onto that. Yeah, hardly messy when she flags it as a messy craft room, but I guess everyone's perception is different. Okay, cool. Let's pop that over there. Let's stick that over there. Let's not stick that bit into there. Right, so let's just now have another thing. As I say, these could be white chipboards just as easily that you've then added to. Do I want to pop it there? Let's just get rid of that gubbins. We might actually do that and that. That's going to work. There we are. We'll pop that onto there. We're going to pop this one onto the bottom of there. And then let's just tuck in some bits of greenery, because we can. There we are. You just need to be slightly careful when you're popping that in, that it's not going to interfere with your putting things up. And we have, from the paper collection, fussy cut out neatly, just a little star to go onto there. Yay! We like it. Right. Okay. That will work. Right, now let's just grab a piece of paper up, because we're going to need a bit more paper. We don't want to use a whole new piece. We don't want to use that. But I've got a scrap here. So this is a piece of card that is, when she can see, a tape measure. Wow, what have we done with that? Honestly, you'd think that I never looked after my stuff. So I think it's 9.5 centimetres. We're just going to pop it into there, but I do need to measure it, because I'm going to need to cut a piece of paper to go on top of it. So, oh, there we are, you see, because I'm a well-behaved young lady. I put it behind me. I think these are in centimetres. So 9.5 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres. So we're just going to make a little pocket. 9.5 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres. You can just sit neatly into there. There we are. And we've got one for the other side. Let's just pop that into there, into there, into there, and pop it up that side. So 9.5 by, because I've forgotten again, 4.5. So we're going to go 4.3 by 9.3. 4.3 by 9.3? Yeah, 4.3 by 9.3. Actually, let's just make life a bit easier. 4.3. Let's go 4.1 by 9.1. Why not? Why not? Unfortunately, this piece won't matter. Now, we have options when we're cutting this piece of paper. Okay. So if I pop that at 4.1, what am I going to have? Actually, that's not going to be too bad. Okay, but that leaves me that piece to fussy cut out with 2 elements, or I could have done it the other way. 9.1. And at this point we can put this up either which way because it won't matter. It really won't matter. There we are. So let's just pop this here. Now normally Madam Control Freak would have had all of this lot pre-cut. So we can do it that way, or we can do it that way. What do we fancy? Which do you want? I'm going to add on to it. You tell me. Fancy side or swirly side? No, Lizzie's dining room table is not cleared yet, but it is getting there. Stephanie, if I said my space was too small, I would be lying. I have an inordinate amount of... I was going to say a very rude word then. Fancy side. Okie dokie. You have answered first, Glynis. Fancy side it will be. We are going to add to it anyway, so it won't matter. Because it's just going to be a layer of detail. So we've got spaces for messages. We'll have spaces for gift cards. There we are. And who's going to join Liz on her live on... Oh dear, she says, let's just put that back where it's meant to be. There we are. So, in the collection are some houses, balloons. Let's swap those. And these. And we've got another one of them. See, I've got masses of 1, 2, 3. There's a fourth one of them. I know there's another one of them somewhere. There we are. Okay. So let's just add some of these. There we are. I'm going to turn that over, I think. Oh, I like that. Like that. Yeah, that will work. And we've got a pocket, then we can pop things in if we want to. But these little pieces are just a tad too small to stick in the pocket. There we are. We'll pop that there. We'll add our little mice. Onto there. Let's come back. So I really have dug out all sorts of gubbins from all sorts of places. There we are. Because as I say, I have been on a mission this year, or this Christmas, to be using stuff not that I have, rather than buying masses of stuff. There we are. There we are. Okay. Let's just take that one round the other side. See, that's too big to go in there, but that's fine. Right, so that's just Joyful Season. Or should we go Merry Christmas? I think we're going to go Merry Christmas. So let's see which of those four. There were 4 tags of those. I've used 1, 2. Wow. Well, can we see another one? We don't want that. We don't want that. So let's just pop that there and there. So we're sort of mirroring as we go. And we're going to still have, I think, masses and masses of bits of paper. So you've got then 2 spots for gift cards. So it could be a couple's present quite happily with a gift for 2 different people. That would work into one card. You could put a hot chocolate sachet or some tea bags into it. That would equally work quite nicely. There we are. There we are. Let's just tuck that there. Let's just grab another one of those. Let's use the glue gel because we haven't put that on. Let's just grab some extra bits of greenery. Oh, we don't need to cut into a new one. We've got one there. There we are. Let's just grab that bit and stick that into there. Excellent. Okay. Cool. There is definitely another one of those lurking, so we'll find it. And why is it bothering me? The reason will become clear at some stage. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Good. Okay. Cool. So, we have one of these bottle brush trees. It's been used for a previous project. It got a bit of green ink on it, and it got some snow paste on it, and it's a bit battered, but we're going to sort that out. There we are. So that is going to cut part there. That should work with my tree hat things. Okay, that's going to go into there. We have an old Christmas ornament. It's here. So I'm going to pop him onto there. You can see I've used it before. Let me just get rid of some of that gubbins. It's hot glue from a previous project, but that's also just fine. And we're going to stick him onto our tree. That will help disguise that bit. Okay. Now the only headache we have here is he's a bit on the wrong. So I am going to pop a blob of glue there and a blob of glue there, and I will tackle that long term. Okay. So we now have our Father Christmas, and we can pop another one of those into there. All of these are going to help support our thing. Right, okay. Yeah, so let's just now sort out the mess that's on the bottom. So we've got a little message that says ho ho ho. So that would seem to me to be quite a nice thing to put just there, a little bit raised up. We're going to pop a couple, or maybe just one, onto there, and then we'll turn it round because there's multiple sides to this, isn't there? There we are. Okay. So we're still going to have lots of fussy cut elements, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. So let's just turn that round. So for me, it's looking a bit barren over here. So let's just see what we've got that we might add. Don't want to add that, don't want to add that, but we could add a little piece of paper into there. It's just going to fill that gap. Let's just, we said that we don't have that many of those. No, I'm not going to add another dimensional element. I am going to add one of those. And we'll just tuck into there, and to there, that piece. So that covers that, that's going to go up there, that's going to go up there. We've got our outside decorated. Yeah, B. So let's just pop that over there, fold that up for a minute, and then let's grab our house lid. What might we want? We might put Merry Christmas. That will work. That will work. So we're just going to add some little extra bits of detail onto here. There we are. That can go onto there. That will work quite nicely. Thank you. Looking hood. I'll put my hood up if you want. It's very useful for keeping me warm, my darling. But I know what you mean. I am only teasing. There we are. So I'll pop that onto there. And then let's just give that a little brush down. There we are. Okay. Let's turn that one round. And let's see what else we got, because there's lots of sentiments in the pack. In fact, there was almost too much in the pack. Why don't we do that? And there we are. So there we are. Oh dear, that slid off there when I was not looking into it. That'll be a bit of snow paste coming up in a minute. And a bit of glitter. All resolvable. I might keep the sides, the shaped sides, so that can go into there. I can tackle this. Thank you, Gloria. So you could do this as a straightforward exploding box if you had a slightly smaller tree. I've chosen to do mine with the roof purely because of the tree. Yep. Okay. So that can go there, that can go there. Let's do a little bit of shenanigan in. Because we could pop onto the roof if we wanted to. some extra pieces. We could pop that on one side and that on the other, so why not? As I say, I am on mission use up the rubbish, or use up the gubbins, so why not? It's just a question of you looking at what you've got. That's reasonably centralised. There we are. Let's just glue this piece, because Santa sits on the roof, doesn't he? Possibly, possibly not. There we are. There we are. Let's pop that over there. Right, so we've got lots of fussy cut elements we're not going to use. That's fine. I shall put them all in an envelope for something at some point. Let me just hold that. It would be a no buy all year to make even a dent on my stuff, Stephanie. It would definitely be a use up all year. But I have got enough paper to line the inside of my house, which is cool. So I might well do that, but not on the live. Right, eeny, meeny, miny. Just because we can, and because it's Christmas, and because I feel like it. We're just going to have a little bit of clear up here. Let's pop that over there, that over there, that over there, before we end up with an almighty, humongous mess every which way, because that's what's going to happen imminently if I'm not careful. Am I happy with just that one? I do. What am I going to add that last? Because I get, I just have to fiddle. I just have to fiddle. It's just my nature. There we are. So let's just pop that there. Pop that there. Pop that there. Leave the December the 5th. 25th showing. Excellent. Do I have another flower? No, but that's fine. We don't need another flower. And if we do, it's tough, because that's what we've absolutely not got. So, right. Let's just do what I tell everyone else to do. Pop out the air out of the pin flare glue before we cap it, because otherwise we will have an almighty pickle. There we are. Pop that over there, pop that over there, pop that there. Stick that out the way. Okay. I've got snow paste already on my tree. So if I don't put snow paste anywhere else, it's going to all look a little bit weird and odd and discombobulated. So let's pop that in there. Can I see the lid? Oh, there we are. Right in front of you, woman. Right in front of you. So that's just... Oh no, that's a big palette knife. Let's see if we can find a small palette knife. I don't want a big one. There we are. Okay. So let's just add a little bit of snow paste onto there. Clearly there's not enough glue, and glue, haven't got that into there far enough, but that's okay. And we can add some bits of snow around those trees, because why wouldn't you? And I don't need masses of it. just adding just that little bit of frostiness to the overall effect. You could be doing this as paint, I guess. There we are. Let's just pop that onto there. Just even it all up. There we are. Stick it under there. Stick that under there. Yeah. Do I want? I'm not going to add glitter. There are times of time and place. So that now needs to sit there and dry. But let's just sort that mess out. Swap that underneath there. So let's just we'll have a snowy roof, why not? There we are. She says dropping stuff, but that's okay. So we're just going to squishle some of that up the side. Don't matter about it being textured because snow is textured. Though I am going to have to wait before I can put the lid on, I think, before it's dried. That can be a photograph later on. There we are. So we've got a nice lot of texture there. We'll just add a little bit more onto there because it's looking a bit neglected on that side. There we are. And let's just pop some along the apex. There we are. There. So that needs to dry before I can pop it in. Now, ladies, I love Pentart products. You all know I love Pentart products. But, and this is a big but, this stuff dries out once it's opened. I am going to give it a really good squirt with some boiled, cooled, distilled water, okay? Because if I don't, I know full well next year that will be solid, okay? So, just as a word of caution around it, if you've lidded your pots of snow paste, particularly if it's a big one, unlid it, spritz it, and use some cling film or something to support it. Okay. I don't particularly want that on there. Right, okie dokie. So we now have a house-shaped exploding box. And the reason I put the house on it, the house top, was because this tree is bigger than 4 inches. So if I tip that like that, you can see the inside. These sides will all come up once that paste is dried, and I will be able to lid it. You can see it's poking its head up. Yep. Absolutely, you could. Mine's quite wet at the moment, which is why I haven't been, but totally is. And I shouldn't say this, but I can, because this is my own live. Don't buy the pens, because they really will clog up solidly, and they're a pain in the proverbial. Okay, you're definitely better off buying the bigger pots and decanting it into a piping bag. So here is our house shaped exploding box, and I have utilised a bottle brush tree. They're by Tim Holtz, so they will work absolutely fine. Okay, and they come in assorted sizes. Here is the top, which says December the 25th. I have space to put some gift cards or tea bags or hot chocolate sachets or anything that you might think of might go into little pockets, or maybe, you know, just to make it a little bit more special. If you really didn't want the bottle tray, you could put a miniature into the middle, maybe decorated with some rice papers, but that would work quite nicely. So that is the make for today. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. It hasn't quite used up all of my stash, but by the time I've lined the inside of my box lid, there will be almost nothing left of that pad of paper, which is brilliant. Yes, gin would work brilliantly, and there are lots of nice bottles shaped gin. You might just need to add another layer to the bottom and warn whoever it is to make sure that they're holding it by the bottom when they take the lid off, because I'd hate for it to fall and there be a mashed bottle of gin on the floor, because that would be an absolute waste of the gin, really, wouldn't it? Yeah. So let me just, I've managed to undo my bow, so let me just fiddle that, do my bow, messy. So we've got space, 2 areas for writing messages, 2 areas in there for a little gift card or sachets of anything. Replying to what Sarah Jones said. What Sarah Jones? Need to get my crafty mojo. Oh, I can't see that comment. Don't push yourself, my darling. If you're not feeling it, there's nothing wrong with just getting yourself an ordinary ordinary cards and using those. People really won't mind. If you are, walk away from things that are giving you no pleasure. Okay, I've walked away from a huge amount this year, and I am going to be walking away from more next year. I'm going to concentrate on 1 or 2 things, and then doing lots of lives using things that I want to use rather than stuff that I have to use because I'm on the design team. I would say to you, if something stops giving you pleasure, then it's time to stop doing it. I want to leave you all with a message, so that in case those of you that are too busy over the next few days, tomorrow I am going to aqua aerobics. I'm going to do some last minute shopping, and then I'm intending going live on Christmas Eve at around 11 in the morning. For those of you that are sitting around or waiting for people to visit, I will almost certainly do the same on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, as I'm very much aware that not everyone will have company, and sometimes you just need, having some distraction from your thoughts can be a good thing. So for now, please stay safe, take care of each other, be kind to yourself, and I hope to see you online fairly soon.